Good morning, happy Saturday. Thanks for joining me. My name is John. Today I want to talk to you about a very prominent recent story that has gone around the world, and that is about a famous pop star, a group of women in a space flight.
Got it?
So they called it. But I particularly want to talk about the music industry and the relationship to that story. And then if you stick with me long enough, I'm going to segue that in to an amazing gig from 1983 that I think you will probably enjoy watching. So hold on, stick with it. So on the 14th of April, Katy Perry, superstar, international superstar Katy Perry, went to space. Organised by Lauren Sanchez, her great friend, aka Jeff Bezos' other half. Not yet his wife, still his girlfriend, but Lauren Sanchez went to space in a Jeff Bezos cock-sized rocket. And Katy Perry went along with them. And during her time in space, the full 8 minutes roughly of it at the outer edge, close enough to call it space, Katy Perry spent much of the trip singing, looking into a camera, and effectively just attention seeking.
Like how much love you have to give.
That's how I saw it anyway. And the fan reaction following the space trip has been fascinating to watch. But as you start to dig into it, you realise that one of the objectives from Katy Perry was to promote her current tour that's kicked off in Mexico following the space trip. Now, if you've seen any video footage from it, the point that I want to make in today's video is just the world of music and where we've got to in terms of talent. In terms of what you pay your money to go and see. Hey, morning. What you pay your money to go and see seems to be diminishing. The ability of pop stars to just perform, to dance, and I'll show you some of the Katy Perry videos. But to be able to just get up and dance, coordination, lip syncing, forget even performing live, because that just doesn't even happen. But I think people are starting to wake up to this. Me and Yvonne have been to, I think I tallied this up during the lockdown period, and it was about 250 plus concerts in our lifetime. So I would say I've seen a few great musicians, and I've been to a few humdingers of bad gigs in my time. But Katy Perry's out on tour just now, and the conversation that's happening around it is that she can't sell out the stadiums that she's playing in. In fact, some of them are between 30 to 40% empty, and she's having a meltdown over it. She's doing everything she can to possibly resurrect this career, this arena tour, but it's spreading. And the reason that I say it's spreading is Beyonce is also out on tour right now and also struggling to sell tickets. Also reported 30 to 40% of her ticket sales remain unsold so far. This is kind of unheard of for these artists. Now, I know there'll be major factors playing into it. We're all feeling it in the pocket. Concerts have got significantly more expensive. Yvonne and I would typically go to maybe 30 in a year, as high as 30. And this year, we've decided to probably do something like 3 or 4 max, because the money situation has just got out of hand, and also the quality of the shows. I mean, they're in such huge venues now, the sound kind of sucks. You're so far away from the artist. But, you know, we go and see smaller bands, we go to smaller venues, and then occasionally we do the big shows when we feel it's like, you've got to go, right? We'll go see Oasis this year, for example. That's a must do, because Yvonne and I have a long history with the band over many years. But bringing it back to the Beyonce and Katy Perry situation, They're struggling to sell the tickets. There has been reports online showing arena stadiums and the number of seats that are available, and it's a lot. And it's been reported that you could buy tickets which were previously in the hundreds of dollars for as low as $20. There's actually been a meme that you can get a Minecraft McDonald's burger for more than a Beyonce ticket to one of her concerts just now. I think the Minecraft meal at McDonald's is like $22 and a Beyonce ticket's like $20 and they're still not selling. But for me, I just think artists, you know, they've just, it kind of looks like the Hunger Games to me. Artists are not artists anymore. They're just there to deliver a message. They're just there to push an agenda. And I think people have just had enough of it. Now, I know my audience is a little bit older, right? So you're probably thinking, Katy Perry, Beyonce, who cares, John? I agree. I don't really care either. I just find it fascinating to watch the kind of downfall of this. The top level of the industry, you know, the elite of the elite, the Beyoncés, the Jay-Z's, the Katy Perrys of the world. I've just never really lived in that zone, but I pay attention enough to kind of see what's happening. I find it fascinating. Now, this is where I'll bring it back for you, right? I look at these huge shows with Katy Perry and Beyonce, and I just think, oh, the size of these arenas. And hold on a second, hold on, I've got to show you this, look. All the geese are out with their little babies, look! Too cute along the canal. Oh, that's an extreme zoom. Step that back out a little bit. Sorry about that. Okay, so let me bring it back a little bit for you. I watch YouTube and I look for old classic videos of musicians that I've cared about, and it brings back all the nostalgia. So I want to share with you a video. A mate sent me this a couple of months ago. I've been fascinated by it, right? This to me is what real music was about. Dire Straits, 1983, live at the Hammersmith Apollo in London, which was an Odeon cinema. Back in the days where you would go to the Odeon cinema to see a band, right? Now, I've watched this clip so many times. It is peak musicianship.
Lines on the window and a pain behind the eyes.
And what I love about it is the crowd. There's no mobile phones. Everybody's in their seats. They're fixated by the band. You can tell how electrifying the concert is. You can tell people want to get up out their seats and kind of lose a bit of control, but they don't. Because in 1983, we still had some kind of control over ourselves. But it's just beautiful to see. And I watched this video, I put a little clip. I watched this video and I thought I must share this with my audience, because I think people would maybe resonate with this and just see a classic band. I grew up on Dire Straits. My dad was into Dire Straits. He had a number of the albums at home, and I can remember when we got MTV, you know, the Money for Nothing track, which featured Sting. Sting did the backup vocals on that track, Money for Nothing, and he did it because the Police were in another room recording their album at the time, and Sting came through and saw what Dire Straits were recording, and he said, I need to get on that track. So he kindly added his backing vocals, and as far as I understand, never took any royalties for it. Just knew this song is going to be massive and I want to be on it. But Dire Straits, I grew up on them, just classics. And so when my mate sent me this 1983 clip, I went to watch it and I've bookmarked it, and I've watched other tracks from this concert. But to Katy Perry and Beyonce, you need to get back to some reality. You're not stadium acts, you're just theatre, and you just chase the big money, and slowly but surely it's running out. So let me know down in the comments, did you see the Katy Perry story? And more importantly, let me know what you think of this Dire Straits video. I'm dying to know, am I on my own and thinking this is real musicianship? Or do you all get it? Thanks for watching, have a great day. Look at the weather it is today. Get outside if you can, go for a walk, enjoy yourself, see some sunshine, It will lift your mood. And for everybody that's joining me in the May motivation, that's why I'm outside. Thanks, everyone.